Okay, I covered the entire canvas with a thin coat of oil, linseed oil, and then I started putting color on. You see I put the yellow and pulled some of the yellow down to give it into the water a little bit. And I put some red up top, red at the bottom, just to give that same color into the water that's in the sky. Now this is a 2-inch brush that I'm applying all this. And I'm just putting color up there. A little bit of blue on top. That's ultramarine blue. This is oil paint, so I had to adjust the camera a little bit just so that it was back in view and the lighting was better. So now I put some of the blue down at the bottom. Now I'm gonna come back up here. I'm gonna put some white for your clouds up top. I did adjust the lighting there again because it was not quite right. So then you take a 2-inch brush and just blend those clouds back out. You use the fan brush again, put some more clouds up. And I ended up speeding this painting up so that you guys could see it. It took about 2 hours to paint this painting. I was on a live stream and I was painting in front of social media. So I pulled that one section down and then put a dark cloud up in front of the light clouds. And that was because this painting's about the rain coming. And if you ever seen rain in the distance, it just looks like a mist coming straight down out of the sky. So that's what I wanted to create here. So now I'm doing a little bit of finger painting to put some highlights on those dark clouds. And now I put a little bit of stringy clouds just with the knife edge, a little bit of white up there, and then blended it back out. Now I'm putting some brighter clouds up in front of that dark cloud, just so that the rain looks like it's coming down out of the clouds. And then I just blended the bottom edges back out. Now right here you'll see I use finger paint again. Just put a little bit on your finger, smear it onto the top edge of the clouds, and then wipe the bottom edge of the clouds back out. It's actually a perfect idea. I don't know what caused that black screen to pop up, but it did. I'm putting in some trees right now, back in the distance, and then I'm putting some darker bushes up in the front of it. That's just to show that there's something further back in the distance. Now this here, I just used the fan brush and just tapped back and forth, gave a little bit more bushes, and then I pulled some color down into the water. Later you'll see this water really turned out great because it ended up getting some nice bright highlights on it. But you see I highlighted some of the trees back in the distance. And a little later I will show some light coming through those trees that will really just give it a hint of realism. So, you always have bright coming through trees. So I hope you enjoyed that. And right here I'm getting ready to put some highlights into the water. And I pulled down just a little bit of land down so that you could see where the land separates from the reflection into the water and the actual bushes that are standing up. So that's a nice little reflection coming down. I really love the way it turned out. Then right there I just put a little bit of water lines. So the water lines it's just where the light hits the water, and you'll see a little bit of light striking the edges of a wave or a ripple in the water. That's all you have to do with those water lines. Don't put too many though. I'm highlighting the tree that I just put in. I put that tree in with the fan brush, and as you pull down, you just push a little harder and it makes the trunk wider at the bottom. Now I'm using the liner brush and just throwing a couple branches off of this tree, and then I put a couple more highlights in the water. Now I'm getting ready to put some bright highlights on these bushes that are around the tree. That just makes everything come together. You want to try to put some of the colors in the front of the painting that are in the back of the painting, just to make your picture look right. And now I'm going back and I'm putting some very bright spots in this tree and just using my finger to blend it back out. This will just allow light to come through that tree naturally. Don't forget